Welcome. Today's project is the replacement of two cupolas on the barn. We had a major windstorm earlier this year and it destroyed the barn's roof and the two cupolas that were on the barn. As you can see here before the storm, the barn is about 70 foot long, has a 412 pitch. For every 1 foot horizontally, it goes up 4 inches, kind of steep, but the back has a nice little lean-to shed on it, a 312 pitch, ideal for staging materials as we carried them up onto the barn. Comes in handy. We decided to order the cupolas from a company called Good Direction. They make cupolas all the time, and they're going to make us cupolas out of vinyl. Here's a 3-piece design cupola that we decided to order. Easier to carry the pieces up individually, a copper top, vented, and the base. Here's the original design, 40 feet apart. And the rule of thumb for every 1 foot apart, 1.5 inch on the base. That makes them about 6 foot by 6 foot, too much for one person to be able to carry up on the barn. So we went with a 3 cupola design, and they're only about 20 feet apart, which allows us to order 3 foot by 3 foot cupolas, but 3 of them, and it's about the same price as the 2 cupolas. When we reshingled the roof, we decided to go with a vented cap, and it's a raised hump on the cap all the way down, and this is a video I'm showing you from Good Directions, and they actually cut that cap. And there's no way we're going to cut a new cap on a roof, mostly a vented one. It would open up the roof to all the rain and elements of weather. So we decided to go with a template. As you can see here, made it out of cardboard. I guarantee you I climbed up on that roof back and forth to make sure it was perfect, universal, all the way down the cap line. And then I transferred it, the design on this board here, so we had a rigid pattern to be able to transfer onto the vinyl base. As you can see, that's what we're doing right here. So using a circular saw, I'm going to go on and cut the 412 pitch out, and I guarantee you your stomach kind of just flip-flops because you realize that if you cut too much, you can't add it on. But that template, we should be good, and I'm going to use a little jigsaw to cut that clearance hump out so that the vented cap, we don't have to touch it. To get it sealed, rather than caulk, we're going to put some neoprene tape along the base, and it's 3/4 by 1 inch. Just stick it on, and it will give us a nice seal. Finally, we get to install the cupolas, and first we have to get them up on that roof, and as I promised, I'm not going to carry them up. I happen to have a little John Deere tractor, utility tractor, and with that lower lean-to on the back of the barn, with that 312 pitch roof, I just merely put the pieces up one at a time, and as you can see, make sure you don't hit your barn with that bucket because then you have another project to do. So you slowly creep up and move slowly, lean it, just so that you can get up there on the ladder and pull the pieces off one at a time, and then I staged them on that real flat roof before I carried them up on the barn. And here I am, and I'm putting the first base down on the roof. Make sure you have a nice carpenter level here because this is critical. Got to get them perfectly level, and then once we have them measured and out, we drill holes into the roof, which once again, make sure you have them in the right place before we start drilling. And I actually drilled the little wooden plate first and used it as a template. Applied a lot of caulking here. This is where the sealant has to be all the way around those holes to make sure no water can get in and leak inside your roof. Now we're going to secure these wooden backers with some 5/16 diameter by 3 inch long lag bolts. And we have some flat washers. We're going to lag these down onto the roof. Then we're going to use some wood screws to go through the base into the backers to secure the bases on the barn. Then we kind of repeat the same thing on that vented area, the center section, and then finally the copper roofs. We put those on each one and we secure them with wooden screws too. Well, as you can see, we added some fancy phenals and a dog weather vane on the middle cupola. So with this sun hitting the cupolas, you can just imagine what this barn looks like here on the farm. We're really proud of what we were able to accomplish today, and that pretty well completes another project here at the farm. And until next time, we wish you all well.